Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Deep Rock Galactic. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we're doing the deep dive, codenamed Brave Expanse. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. Alright, so let's get to it. So the first stage has you salvaging 3 mini-mules, which you just look and listen on the map. You'll see kind of a glow around them pulsing, and also a beeping when you get close to them. Find 3 of the legs. Once you scan them, you can find them on the terrain scanner, and then put them together and repair them. And also you'll have to kill 1 dreadnought. Additionally, you have a modifier of elite threats. So in order to get this stage done, you'll have to get all 3 mini-mules complete. But just getting that done won't let you go on to the next spot. You'll have to, or next stage, you'll have to take out that dreadnought. So make sure that you plan accordingly. Once you have the dreadnought out, you'll have different phases. Most of them have some type of shield. You have to take down the shield. Once the shield's down, then it'll be damage phase, and you can take off chunks of their health until they go invulnerable. Once they go invulnerable, they won't take any damage, and you'll have to wait for them to come out of it, and then rinse and repeat until you take them out. So very much bullet sponge, plus it's a more prolonged engagement because you have to deal with the different phases of how that all works. Now, of course, elite threats are kind of like mini versions of dreadnoughts because they have more speed, more damage, and more health than normal enemies of the same type. So they are very much bullet sponges, but they don't have the phases. So when you see an elite, notify that your teammates so they can take them out. And this is also a good time to say that the deep dive, you can play solo with Vasco or with up to 3 other players, either friends or match-made friends, whatever you want to do. Now once you have all the objectives, you have to repair the uplink. Once that is done, you have to kind of control the zone, and then you have to refuel the drop pod. And once that is done, then you just have to wait for it to power up, and then you can get on and get out. Now while you're waiting, most of the time you can stay within range and just kind of wait for that timer to click down until you can get on. Or you can kind of go around and pick up any resources, as the deep dive doesn't have stage specific resources ordinarily unless you see a hoarder, but there are nitra and gold. Nitra, of course, will let you call in more resupply pods, so if you have a good, steady, or excessive stream of nitra, then you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. And then, of course, gold will get you extra credits at the end of the deep dive. Both very important. Gold, I would say, is probably the more important of the two, but nitra is certainly important in the moment. So short term, nitra, otherwise gold. Now once it powers up, you only have a minute to get on the pod, so you should be hopefully relatively close once that countdown starts. Now unfortunately for me, there was a sandstorm that kicked up right before the countdown started, and it lasts for 20 seconds, so then you have to either grope around blindly in the sandstorm to try and figure out where you're going. Of course you can use the laser pointer, and that will tell you the location of the drop pod, but if you have this vertical nature like I did, then it's going to be more difficult because you'll have to, either dig your way. If you're a driller, that's not a problem. Or if you're anything else, basically, it might be an issue. But the pod will leave with or without you once the timer gets to 0. I luckily made it on. Now this is a good time to point out that everything carries over from one stage to the next, including your ammo, your grenades, your traversal, items, also your health, and then whatever you're carrying on your person, plus whatever you've already banked. So your gold carries over from one stage to the next, same thing with your nitra, and same thing with whatever you're carrying. If you didn't have time to deposit because you're running out of time or whatever the case may be, you can wait till the next stage, unless of course it is the final stage. Second stage, you have 6 alien eggs and 150 more kite mined. Now the alien eggs are on the terrain scanner. Additionally, this stage also has low gravity, which means that you're going to take less fall damage, you're going to be able to jump farther and higher, and your flares will go farther as well. So Morkite you won't be able to see on the terrain scanner. The eggs you will be able to see on the terrain scanner. And with the low gravity, you don't have to worry about the verticalness of the stage as much as most stages. Now additionally, whenever you grab one of the eggs from the side of the wall, wherever it happens to be, you do have a chance of spawning a swarm. Even if you don't spawn a swarm, you have to deal with the small group of guys that do pop up. So once you get all the Morkite mined and all of the alien eggs taken care of, you can call in the drop pod. Additionally, don't forget to look for resources, both nitra and gold, because that of course will help you out in general and during the deep dive. So make a mad dash. If you know the approximate location, you can just make a dash and don't have to worry about waiting for the mule to get there. It'll get there on its own, or you can follow the mule back and then get on immediately, because you'll have access. It won't be locked up once the mule docks. And that's it for stage 2. Should go relatively quickly. Most of the eggs should be in a large cavern within a certain range of each other, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now on to the third and final stage of the deep dive. Now if you're playing with other players, make sure that you're communicating with them. It doesn't have to be with a microphone, although you can if you want. Third stage has 2 dreadnoughts and Morkite. In and of themselves, not terribly difficult. Your biggest hurdle on this third stage is going to be the modifier, which is Haunted Cave, which is basically a large Praetorian or oppressor that is kind of ghost-like, does not take damage, it's completely invulnerable, and always comes after one person in your group. If you're by yourself, guess who he's coming after? Coming after you. If you're with other people, you can actually work this to your advantage. Once one person has aggro of the ghost bug, whatever, then you can slowly take them away from the others. Otherwise, it's very difficult because you're trying to avoid the dreadnoughts plus the ghost. So once you have all the Morkite, and the Morkite is possibly the more difficult because you don't know where it's at, so always scan the walls for Morkite so that you can get it all. and then get out of there, because that ghost is just going to keep on coming after you. So good luck with the stage, good luck with the deep dive, and enjoy the rewards that you get, not just the credits and the experience, but also, of course, the matrix cores that you get out of it. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Obey your master! Let's get out of this hellhole. I've got a zip line ready here.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Rock and stone!
The mule is secured. Initiating launch sequence. Deep Rock Galactic thanks you for your good work. Drop pod will leave with or without you. Supply pod requisitioned. Launching now.
Air's corner heavy now. Resupply!
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Resupply ordered!
Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
I ordered a resupply!
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
The resupply is here.
Retrieving escape pod.
Resupply pod is here. Everybody collect ammunition. Time to restock!